Hey, what's going on, ADPI Nation? This is your host and benevolent overlord, Kevin Brenner. We have another incredible guest. Actually, today, incredible guest, but today we're not going to be talking about guest stuff and all the other podcasts that I interview people and talk about how great their real estate careers are and all of that, which I could probably do with Eric and we could talk about it forever. But the point of today's episode is to give you guys an update on what is going on with ADPICon, our second annual national convention, guys, national convention going down in San Antonio this year at the beautiful Riverwalk, the Weston Riverwalk. And we wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on, who's going to be there, the availability of, if tickets are still around and all of this. We'll break down what's there, but really just I wanted to bring Eric on the show because he is leading the charge like he did last year in New Orleans. If you saw him running around with his hair on fire, it's because he was. But getting everything coordinated and organized with the team and getting it set up. And last year, man, was so impactful, like just so incredible. And we are going to double down on that this year, right?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. How you doing, Kev?
Good. Yeah, I'm good.
Dude, okay. So I guess we'll just start off by saying bottom line up front. In the military, we like the bluff, right? And that is go to ADPICon.com right after this, or push pause and go there and get your ticket, because first of all, we're selling out of a lot of ticket tiers. We have completely sold out of Platinum, which is our top tier. We have 9 tickets left at VIP, and the next tier of general admission is going to sell out pretty quickly. We're doing them in blocks, basically, and we've already sold out of, I think, 5 blocks of general admission. So, okay, last year we had a bunch of people. It was an amazing event. Obviously, as you kind of alluded to there, we had some great speakers. We had Medal of Honor recipient Flo Groberg, a friend of ADPI. And this year, we took everything we did last year, all the feedback, all the fun, all the distractions, all the things, everything we could, and rolled it into this year. We've been planning this since February 2nd, to be exact. It was our first call with our event planner. And we are going to make this the most incredible and the largest military real estate investing event of the year.
Conference event.
It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. And so we just did several of us, Chris and Markian and I just went to, and we actually met Hannah down there. You guys know, if you're listening to this podcast and you're in our Facebook group, Hannah's running our Facebook group. We all met in San Antonio on the Riverwalk and did a site review. And the Westin Marriott is right on the Riverwalk is phenomenal. We got so lucky to have booked this venue. Let me talk about it for a second. Yeah, you go in, it's amazing looking, first of all. Then you go out the backside of the property, and it's on the Riverwalk. And so the conference itself is on the second story. We have 5 private balconies overlooking the water. Nice. And what's happening on Friday, I don't know if you remember this. You remember this because you were there. But if you did not go to New Orleans last year, we had an amazing parade. It was the Halloween parade on Bourbon Street. The hotel was on Bourbon and Canal. Well, this year, it's October 27th to the 29th. On the 27th, the Riverwalk River, actually has another Halloween parade on the water. So we have balconies overlooking the parade from the venue. So people are going to have dinner, open bar, or hosted bar, whatever you say. Bring your own money. They'll supply the booze.
Cash bar. Cash bar is
that's what it is. Open bar was my wedding. I'm sorry. My bad.
You just got everyone real excited. And
oh my gosh, I'm coming now. No. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some great speakers that I'll talk about. And then I can also break down the schedule, some of the highlights of the schedule. Yeah. Cause we got a lot of great feedback last year. And the biggest takeaway was people wanted more networking and more kind of individualized attention. And that's what we're going to give them in a big way.
Yeah. And for folks who listen to this and they didn't go to New Orleans, and it's fine. It's like the first ever conference kind of a thing. it was smaller. It was smaller because it had to be, and honestly, it was smaller because we didn't know what the heck we were doing. I mean, we didn't, Eric. Last year, we didn't even think we needed an event planner until like 3 months before the event. Until it's like we're like, we need an event planner.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
Probably
so like we were kind of
flying
by the seat of our pants last year. And don't get me wrong, it was a fantastic event. We pulled it together. But just the mere fact that we started planning this one in February for an event that's in October, like that head start has given us so much more, and it's allowed us to get in touch with the right speakers, get the best hotel on the Riverwalk that's going to suit our needs, and get everything reserved and upfront. I mean, it's going to be really, really cool. So let's talk. So we talked real quick like about the tickets, and remember, you can go to ADPICon.com. It's super easy, ADPICon.com. You go and get your tickets there, and there's all these different types of tiers. So you said platinum sold out, so we're not going to talk about platinum, even though it's freaking awesome and amazing. We have VIP, a couple of VIP tickets left. What is the difference, Eric, between VIP and general admission in a nutshell, without going through it like word for word? Like, what's the rub on that?
Yeah. Basically, if you're VIP, you're going to get a signed copy of our best-selling book. You're going to get premium seating up front. Yeah, we're a military community. Everyone says move to the front, but that's where the action happens. That's where people are going to get a lot of great views of the speakers and access and stuff like that. So you're also going to get ADPI Campus, which is our new off Facebook community, 3 months of free access. That is the one-stop shop hub for all things ADPI. You're going to get education in there. You're going to get all of our resources and connections and affiliates and conversations and threads and all that stuff. So that's going to be rolled out actually at ADPICon as well in a big way this month for sure. But at ADPICon, we're going to be talking about that. You're going to get a lunch with the ADPI team. You're going to get a special ADPICon challenge coin that I'm having made up right now by someone who does really cool challenge coins. You're going to get a copy of the Miracle Morning book and a private VIP meet and greet with one of our guests who happens to be international best-selling author, Hal Elrod. Have you guys heard of the Miracle Morning?
Yeah, well, I mean, they definitely have, because we actually re-released the Hal Elrod interview that we both did. I think we were both on that one.
Yep.
That we did last year in anticipation of ADPICon and just to get people pumped. But Hal is going to be on stage, and yeah. So long story short, VIP, you get a lot of extra attention. But if you don't want to swing for that, go general admission. Just get there, and it's one of those things, guys. I mean, the early bird gets the worm. A lot of you listening probably already have your tickets, but if you don't, there's still time. There's not much time, but there's still time. And what are we capping this at, Eric?
We're capping it at 300 is our max, and we've already sold almost twice as many tickets as last year. Yeah. So we're on the right trajectory, and we're going to, even right now, it's going to look like a full house if we sell no more tickets. So we're going to pack them in. We're going to make sure VIP and Platinum are up front and have great seating. Everybody else is going to have a table that they can sit around as well. And I can't wait for that, actually. And that'll roll that into a conversation in a minute about action taking and planning. Oh, man, I'm excited.
Yeah, and some other cool things that you alluded to with ADPI Campus, and guys, keep an eye out on your email. We're gonna be doing actually a launch party. Markion's he's so excited about this, and if you guys have ever seen Markion get excited about something, just block off 3 hours on your calendar, because he'll talk about it. But he's gonna be talking about Campus and what we've built. But part of every single person, and this is really cool, every single person who gets a ticket for ADPICon, no matter what level you're at, they're actually going to get a masterclass that me and Eric did last year in New Orleans, the How to Network Like a Pro masterclass, literally teaching you how to network before going to the conference. Because Eric, you and I have been to so many conferences, and if you don't know how to network and it's your first conference, it's okay. You don't know what you don't know, but the conference never teaches that. Like, ever. So we're teaching that and getting you prepared ahead of time by giving you this access, giving you this free course. And yeah, I think it's gonna be really special. So long story short, get your tickets, adpicon.com. Let's talk now about some of these speakers that we got coming on and like the schedule of events. Like what can people generally, like for people who were there last year maybe and got tickets this year and they want to go again, what can they expect that might be different this year?
Yeah, great question. And I'll tell you, we got a lot of positive feedback that people didn't have enough time. It was a 2-day event last year. This year, it is a 3-day event. It is all day Friday, all day Saturday, and most of the day on Sunday. So we've added that Sunday event. We understand people will probably a lot of people will end up flying out on Sunday night. But we have until 2 p.m. on Sunday where we're going to be pumping out content and really spending a lot of time on spending time with the attendees individually at tables to make sure they got all the information from the conference and that they know how to apply it. Like choose your own adventure, passport style, whatever you want to call it. We're going to make sure that people, if they have questions, they're answered and they know exactly what steps to take when they get back home. And then they can obviously use ADPI Campus and every resource we provide to support that effort. And we're here as well. So that's going to be really cool. So that's number one is we added a day. Additionally, what we're going to do is we added a whole room. We're going to have a breakout room. Yeah. So we now have a general session where everyone will be there for the content that's only going to be provided one time, such as speakers and things like the primary speakers, which we'll talk about in a second. Then at the certain points of the day, we're going to have a residential 1 to 4 unit investing track in a breakout room. And we're going to have a commercial 5+ investment to breakout room so that everyone is going to see panels of people who specialize in everything from how to find a deal, how to build a team, lending, asset protection, all that stuff is going to be in one room. And if you want to see both, you can go to both because we're going to repeat them every day in between general sessions with everyone together.
Do like a stagger situation. Right. So, okay. So an attendee can go into this and say, man, I really want to do short-term rentals or something like that. So I'm going to be in the residential side of the house. And then they see, oh man, commercial could be really cool too. Maybe I can hop over there. They'll have that opportunity to go and get both. That's great. Because I think you're right. I think that was a huge feedback point. People want attendees last year. They want that specialization and they might already have criteria and deals in their pipeline and they have a focus. So let's get them focused. I love this layout.
And if somebody goes and says, you know what, I am a commercial multifamily investor like myself, right? I go, I'm like, I only want to know about what the latest and greatest on commercial multifamily. I only want to go to that one track. You can go to both days in the same thing because the conversations are going to be different. The presentation on asset protection is going to be the same, but the conversations change. Secondly, if you're not interested in doing that, there is room for you to go and network. You can go talk to all of the amazing sponsors that do all of the support services that we provide, like asset protection with NCH and your LLCs and all of that stuff. Your SEC attorney, all of those people are going to be there as well. So you can go network with them or you can go network amongst yourselves. And we are going to talk about how to network properly. In fact, speaking of networking, there's going to be a pre-conference networking opportunity from everyone who's bought a ticket. And we're going to do a Zoom ahead of time, I think a couple weeks beforehand, so that everyone can kind of pre-meet each other and start warm conversations. We're going to have, I think we scheduled it, I think Hannah's setting it up for like a 2-hour session where we can just have mostly breakouts. We'll do like 30 minutes of intro and kind of what to expect at the conference and some announcements and some cool things that we have coming up. And then we'll break into just breakout sessions where everyone's going to get to know each other. So when you get to the conference, if you're a ticket holder, you're going to already know some friendly faces, even if they're,
which makes networking that much easier.
Exactly. It's not, you're not going in cold. You're already like, hey, let's split a room together, but by the way, we do have discounted room blocks at the Marriott as well. So
yeah, that is another point about campus that you bring up. Very soon, we're going to be releasing the people who bought tickets. They're going to get preferred access into campus where they'll be able to network with each other.
Yeah.
And do things like that and say like, hey, I'm flying down here. Do you want to split a room? Do you want to do this? Because you're going to a conference. If you know someone from the community already and you want to really mastermind, right, with these people, and they might be your future business partners. They might be your current business partners. Who the heck knows? But you can go and get coordinate dinners and lunches and share a room and do all of that stuff, save a bunch of money, but also make serious connections, not just, fleeting handshakes in the wind at conferences, because you and I both know that happens all the time.
Yep.
It's just the nature of the beast. But you'll be getting advanced access into campus pretty soon just to do that. And guess what? If you're a VIP ticket holder, there's a special VIP thread. And if you're a platinum ticket holder, there's a special platinum chat with owners where you can get advanced access to us ahead of the conference, and you can chat with other platinum owners. So really, really cool stuff, all in our new app that is ADPI Campus. Super exciting. Let's see. So we kind of talked about, we got this, is it the Day of the Dead parade? Is that the thing that's going on the 27th?
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. I call it Halloween.
El Dia de los Muertos.
Okay, yes.
Dude,
that's
Day of the Dead,
one.
Man. Yeah, that's the one.
The one where people wear costumes and throw candy around. That's the one.
No. At the Day of the Dead, they wear like the painted Mexican things.
Yes.
That's Day of the Dead. James Bond.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Dia de los Muertos, man. It's badass. It's Texas.
Better
than
Mexico. Halloween.
Yeah, well, maybe. Anywho, that's going down, I think, on the 27th, like you said. So there's stuff to do. Obviously, it's a Riverwalk. There's stuff to do.
Oh my gosh, you walk around the corner, and it's like, right there at the river level behind the hotel. You go out from the cafe, and you're on the river, and if you've been there before, just restaurants dotted everywhere. So the nightlife, come on,
there's tons of stuff.
You just tons of stuff, and then you just end up right back along the river, back in your hotel in your nice cozy bed. So
there you go. So we have we kind of broke down what's going on with different breakout sessions and stuff. Anything else you can share as far as specialized like things going on at the event that get people excited?
I want to tell you one cool thing. When I was starting my journey in multifamily, and anybody who's read the book has heard me say this or heard me on a podcast or anything, but so my mentor, I went to his conference in 2018, and I went up to him and I said, "Hey, I know you don't know me, but we're writing this book called Military House Hacking. I'd love for you to write the foreword to the book." And fast forward 5 years, here we are. Now, he has helped me purchase, just through his education and platform, about 4,800 units of mostly commercial real estate. And he did write the foreword to our book. He is a friend of ours, and his name is Rod Cleef. He has the #1 multifamily podcast in the world. And he is speaking at our conference just because he is a patriot. He loves the military community. He is an immigrant and loves this country. So definitely a patriot. And he's going to be speaking on mindset and goal setting right up front, right as we get started. As soon as Markion's done with kind of the welcome introduction, Rod Cleef is going to be up there making people hone in on their goals and their why and the meaning of being there in this moment in preparation for a great weekend. So that's going to be #1, goal setting and mindset. We're going to have a little discussion on intention for the weekend, where you're headed, how to network and make sure you get it right. Then we're going to break out, and we're going to have all kinds of things in the breakout sessions. I'll give you a little bit of stuff. We're going to talk about turnkey. We're going to talk about portfolios. We're going to talk about partnering, LP investing, all kinds of stuff like that, and transactional versus transformational teams, and really making an impact versus a transaction. And we're going to have specialists up there that are talking, not Army specialists, actual lender and realtor specialists who are talking. Yeah. I don't know if you saw my post the other day, but I took a picture of a guy with a tattoo that said E4 Mafia, and he had the specialist tattoo on his calf. I actually saw that guy in a bar. It was hilarious. Okay, but here's another cool thing. We're going to be talking about asset protection. Adam Kintai at NCH is going to be talking about how to protect your butt. Like, you do not want to be exposed to liability. He's going to tell you how to make sure that happens. We're going to talk about infinite banking. We're going to have panels. We're going to have examples. We're going to have testimony. We're going to show you guys that we're not special. You're not special, Kevin. I'm not special. I'm just a guy. I was an E6 in the Army, enlisted dude, and I figured out a way to buy rentals and make money. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing, similar thing on the commercial side. We're going to show you how to scale a portfolio. We're going to show you how to get your first deal done, all that stuff. And we're going to have plenty of examples. It's going to be fantastic. Now, next guest speaker. Talked about this a little bit, but we're going to have, I'll talk about another one. Jay Scott is going to be talking about how to harness your shiny object syndrome to diversify and build wealth. A lot of people are getting distracted. A lot of people are watching the news right now. Don't fall for it, folks. This is going to be a really good talk from Jay Scott of Bigger Pockets, the Bigger Pockets Business Podcast. You guys probably know who he is. If you don't,
and he
look him up.
Yeah, Jay is incredible. He was on our podcast. He was on this podcast, but also he got his claim to fame was the book on repairs and like how much things cost when you're flipping houses. And he started by he flipped like 140 houses until he made the jump to commercial. And he's going to be sharing that knowledge as well on how to stay focused. And guys, if you haven't listened to that podcast episode, I don't have the episode number in front of me right now, but it was super incredible, really awesome. So Jay Scott is awesome.
He's also the closest thing we have to an economist on. I mean, I listen to him. He's got a great podcast he does with Mauricio Rold called Drunk Real Estate. And he just does his research. So I'll listen to his podcast and I will look at every post that he makes, because he always has really great information about where the economy is headed and why. And he gives all these reasons. So he digs in, does the research for me, I feel like, personally. So I just go to him for how's the economy doing? I don't listen to Fox or CNN because that's all hype. I listen to Jay Scott. And then we're also going to have Hal Elrod. Hal is going to tell his inspiring spiry? How about inspiring story? Yes.
Let's stick with the original. Smoothly. I think instoring spiry is what you were trying to say.
Yeah. He's just going to be amazing talking about, he died. If you guys should go,
twice.
You can go and
twice.
You can go and watch his podcast on ADPI also. But he's going to be great. He's going to pump you up, and he's going to really kind of set the tone for not only the rest of the weekend after he speaks, but for the rest of your life as you leave the conference. Just really, really impactful. And then we're going to have potentially another guest speaker who is a military person that most people would know. I'm not going to say his name yet because we haven't quite confirmed, but I was just on his podcast yesterday, and just one of the most inspiring guys. And I'm hoping that he will be able to make it. We're just trying to figure out the scheduling. So, yeah.
So, lots, still some surprises in the bag that we have to make some announcements on. But ultimately, we're going to have these guest speakers here on a purpose to help out. But when we say conferences, because I've been to a lot of conferences. You've been to way more than I've ever been to. They can be a whirlwind. And we want to make sure that when people go to ADPICon, that they leave with what we like to call an action plan.
Yeah.
Talk to the people about what do we mean when we say action plan, and what is the whole purpose of ADPICon? Yeah,
the purpose of ADPICon. So I'll start by just saying this: ADPICon is an investment from our company to our community. We make negative dollars on this conference.
a lot of negative dollars.
We actually invest quite a bit every year into this because we think it's really important that people have the opportunity to go and learn and network and take action. And the action part is one of the biggest takeaways from last year. Is we went around to all the tables and kind of spent time answering questions like individual tables. People who have hundreds or thousands of units like myself went around and said, what question do you have? What's your next action step? What are your capabilities? Where do you stand right now? Where do you sit now? It's not where are you? What are you going to be capable of in 3 years? It's where are you right now? I want to meet you where you're at right now and tell you how you can get started, because I did, and you did, and the rest of our community and company did. So there's a solution to all of that, and we're going to provide that. So we're going to spend more time individually at tables with small groups, talking to everybody to make sure that they understand. It's not just a conference where you go and sit and listen. You're going to interact, and we're going to force you to interact, because that's how you get stuff done. You'll probably leave with a team of people who are in some way, shape, or form similar to you, other than just military and real estate investor. They're probably from the same town or have some common background, or you guys just had a great time singing karaoke last night or whatever it is. You're going to have time with those people to make stuff happen. And so we're going to make sure that we know that, leaving the conference, what you can do, what resource we can provide to make sure you are successful when you leave. That was the biggest takeaway. People were laughing last year. They were crying last year. Not kidding.
Yeah. No, they were tears. They were tears when Tim and I were doing the action plan. And what about the last year? The one of the biggest things that I thought was so cool was I can't remember the one guy. He brought his son along with him, and his son was like 14, 15, something like that. And like literally, like he was so grateful for all of the speakers and the entire 2 days that we were there. And he came up and he's like, and his son spoke up and he was like, my life is changed. Like, I now know, like, I now have a focus on what I want to do with my life. Like, and it was just, we didn't plan that. Like, we didn't know that this guy was even bringing his kid. Like, you just don't know what kind of impact it is out there. And for folks that, are looking at, they go to ADPICon.com. They're like, oh man, these tickets are expensive. Is this going to be worth it? If you've never been to a real estate investing conference before, I mean, obviously I'm biased, and Eric, you're biased when you say, hey, come to ADPICon. But if you go to a conference and you do it right, you will leave like it's like you leave just energized. Well, one, drained, and then like emotionally drained from talking to people, but then super energized and stoked because you have a plan. You have you made the connections, like your next deal is literally one handshake away. That's literally your next deal. And if you're struggling and you're banging your head against the wall and you don't know where to turn, go to a conference. Yeah. Whether it's our conference or any conference, go to a conference and meet people.
You guys, it's your network is your net worth. These are people who speak 2 languages that you speak: real estate investing, or you're about to, and military. It is hyper niche down. These are your people. This is where you want to go to make sure that you're going to make progress in creating the life that you honestly deserve and don't know it yet, maybe. But the value of the tickets, yes, they are expensive, right? We sold out of our $2,000 tickets, our platinum tickets, and VIP tickets right now are $997. Well, what does one of our courses cost?
Yeah. I mean,
it costs hundreds, thousands of dollars, depending on which course. If you want the Military Real Estate Investing Academy, if you want the Military Short-Term Rental Academy, or if you want the Military Multifamily Academy, you're going to get one of those courses for free if you're a VIP ticket holder.
Oh, so snap. I forgot about that.
Didn't say that at the beginning. So by VIP, you're basically getting a discounted academy plus a ticket to the conference, if you want to look at it that way.
That's when the guest surprises the host on a podcast. You go, oh shit, really? Really? So no, but that's really cool because we didn't mention that. So you're saying, hold on, wait, but if someone gets a VIP ticket, they get one of the courses, yeah?
They do.
Woo!
For free. They get lifetime access to one of the courses.
Any course that they choose.
Any course they want.
Woof. That's
so fine. Choose the most expensive one.
Well, choose, and that's Multifamily Academy if you're into multifamily.
Yeah. Just kidding, but still,
it's not like it's transferable and like sell it on the online course black market or anything.
Turn the ticket into an NFT. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We haven't talked about that in a long time.
Yeah. Anyway, so we kind of broke down what's going on day by day. We got the speakers, we got tickets and all of that information. Is there anything that we're missing that we haven't hit on that people are going to want to know when they come to ADPICon? I mean, we're going to be hitting them with a bunch of resources on like what to pack and what to bring and what to wear, and maybe we could touch on that stuff now. Like, is this like a suit and tie situation, or is this like a, I don't know.
This is where we're split. This is where we're split, Kevin, because you want to, some people will say, go to a conference dressed to impress, right? I mean, first impressions always matter. However, the military community is typically just a pretty chill group of people. When I go to a conference, I go to a lot, and I speak on a lot of stages in front of thousands of people, and I dress down kind of. Like I'm the guy maybe I'm wearing a nice t-shirt, but sometimes I wear a t-shirt. And actually, a guy at the conference last weekend I was at, he was like, "Glad to see you." He was the host of the conference. He's like, "Oh, Upchurch, glad to see you dressed up for my event." And I was like, Ben, this is a Travis Matthews t-shirt. Like this is dressed up, man. And so it's kind of funny. So okay, so but in all seriousness, dress how you feel comfortable, and then for you listening here, don't ever judge a book by its cover. The one thing that I recognized when I started investing in multifamily and seeing panels before I was speaking on panels, is that people who have made it or have some level of experience that maybe you would like to achieve, sometimes they're wearing just like board shorts and a hoodie. You just never judge a book by its cover. And we're a pretty chill group of people in the military. So dress as you feel comfortable, knowing that you might get prejudged, but you shouldn't be prejudged, because you could have more success than me and just be doing your thing and not worrying about it at all. So if you see somebody walking around in board shorts, don't judge them. I won't be wearing board shorts. Kevin won't be wearing board shorts. We'll be business casual, but feel free to be you, and just know that a good conversation is a good conversation. That's my opinion. Some people say always dress business casual at very least. And some people are going to come in a bow tie, and I love that. So do what you want.
Be you. Yeah, I think that the moral here is be comfortable and be in a place where you're comfortable and confident, because clothes represent your confidence, right? Be confident to go up and spark up a conversation with a complete stranger. And that's what these are about. We're about bringing people together, networking and creating the network effect and growing our net worths together. So just be comfortable, be confident. If you're not comfortable in a suit or a business casual, then dress down a little bit. If you're more comfortable in that, and then do whatever, man. Like that's I feel exactly the same way with that. Okay, so we covered kind of clothing and stuff. I think we got most of it taken care of, right? Are we missing anything here?
One more housekeeping item. I'd probably say when you're checking out, so go to ADPICon.com. Obviously, as we said, when you buy a ticket, a general admission ticket, you're going to get a thank you page pop up. It's going to have the link to book your hotel room. Get them before they're gone, because it is so much more convenient with their discounted rates that we negotiated for you. Get in there, because it is so much more convenient to be able to pop up to your room, pop down to the conference, pop up to your room, pop down to the conference, go down to the river, come back to your room. Just do that. Don't go searching for a place outside of there. It's just way easier. And then also currently, as of this recording, I cannot promise you this is going to be the case for the next month or so, but there is an offer on that thank you page for a discounted second ticket. So go get that. Yeah. I won't even tell you what it is, but it's awesome. So go get it.
Yeah, it is an incredible offer. And the reason that we did this year too is because we had a lot of feedback last year of like, oh my God, this event was so incredible. I wish my spouse was here. I wish my partner was here. And we're like, well, crap, we wish they were here too. So how can we do that? So yeah, when you buy your ticket, two things are going to happen. One, you're going to get that email to book your hotel rooms. Please do that. I cannot stress enough. I made that mistake earlier this year of like, oh yeah, I was at a conference in Tahoe and I didn't stay on the resort. I got like an Airbnb or whatever. And same house. Eric and I were.
I booked too late. Dang it.
Yeah. We were both in the same house, but the point is like we had to like walk or drive, and it just wasn't the same feel. Like you could tell the guys who were there, they're just like they just had a better feel, and not doing that, not making that mistake again. But so book the hotel room, and then you'll have, as long as the offer's still running, and hopefully you're listening to this as soon as it drops, then you'll get that really sweet offer to bring your spouse or bring your partner along or whatever you want to do. All right, my friend, that is ADPICon in a nutshell. Big update. Cliff notes on it, guys. Get your tickets before they run out. It's ADPICon.com.
They will. We will sell out.
We will sell out. Yeah. And then you're going to get advanced access in the ADPI campus. Keep your ear to the ground for more information on that, because Markian, founder and CEO of Active Duty Passive Income, is going to be doing a launch party, and we're going to have a big meeting about that. And it's going to be just this brand new community app. We're very, very excited about it. We've been working on it for a long time.
Imagine having no ads. Imagine scrolling through and trying to get resources and not having someone else control your destiny. You have control. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Imagine the thing that drives me nuts is they'll post something, like you're in the Facebook group and you post a question and you like really want an answer on it. And then you're like, well, what the hell? No one's answering my question. And then you realize that post only reached like 25 people because the algorithm was like, we don't know you, so we're not going to show this post to anyone.
I don't really like that
post. The Facebook algorithm is like a bratty teenager. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're with campus, none of that anymore. Direct access. So that'll be super exciting. And yeah, I mean, shoot, and you get that VIP ticket, you get a free course. So you really can't you can't beat it. We want to see everyone there. Everyone that you've seen in ADPI is going to be there, and yeah, we hope to see you there as well. Any parting words, my friend?
No, I hope. Well, yes. I shouldn't say no, and I'll say yes, and I really think that if people can consider this as an opportunity of a lifetime, it sounds pretty cheesy to say that out loud. Yeah. But if you hear Hal or Rod or Kevin or me or somebody on stage that says one thing that lights a fire on your butt to go change your financial situation, that is ADPI's goal. We are going to change the financial trajectory of your family legacy forever. This is the place to go do that. So I hope you take advantage.
Yeah. Listen, it's one thought that gets transmitted from that stage to you. It's like a lightning bolt, and it could change your life. And we've all been there. So get your tickets. You'll see me. You'll see Eric. You'll see Markian, Adam, Jill, Hannah, Kelly, Chris, Lockwood. Like everyone. Lorna is going to be there. Like everyone's going to be there. Be there. Get your hotel room, and we'll see you in October.